What's happening, Crypto Farm? Happy Thursday morning. Welcome back to Love for Crypto. I'm Scott, whether you're watching on IGTV, Facebook or YouTube. It's a pleasure to have you here. So, market's still up in it. Bulls are still there, and I noticed last night Ripple Insights dropped a little article, story, write-up, blog, whatever you want to call it. It is by James Wallace or Wallace. Don't always know what to say that, but it's Wallace. The founder of 7E4 LLC. Team Ripple, apparently. But he's going on about a network of networks, which is basically what we've been fucking going on about for ages. Interoperability, networking of networks. One blockchain network is not going to solve the problem that the fucking world faces, basically. So it starts, it's a 4-minute read by Team Ripple from yesterday, May the 14th, on Ripple Insights. So just Google Ripple Insights and go straight there if you want to see it yourself. So a network of networks will unleash the true value of blockchain. Despite all the hype, most people still think of blockchain in terms of its potential. We're told that blockchain-enabled peer-to-peer payments and smart contracts could mean the end of banks and lawyers. Yet with so few successful projects in production today, such claims won't be a reality anytime soon. To truly understand the transformative power of blockchain, you need to look at where the technology is currently succeeding and then imagine the subsequent small steps that will collectively create a giant leap forward. Where blockchain is succeeding right now, in the commercial world, blockchain is already reducing the friction and risk of doing business by facilitating faster transactions, greater transparency, and creating instant trust between two people who want to do business with each other. Though there are blockchain projects up and running in a range of sectors from government and sciences to utilities, consumer markets, three for the best practical applications of the technology are as follows. For financial payments, Ripple is using blockchain to enable near-instant cross-border payments for hundreds of financial institutions at a fraction of the cost of a typical expensive 3 to 5 day transaction settlement period. That is all I needed to get me in that first one. Financial payments, the fraction of the cost of the typical expensive 3 to 5 day transaction settlement period. Once I knew it was coming from 3 to 5 days to less than 4 seconds, I was in. It's unbelievable. Some people don't fucking see this is happening. So the next one's trade finance. WeTrade, or We.Trade, is a joint venture between 13 major European banks that is opening up new profit pools and reducing trade risk with blockchain by increasing visibility for all participants with an automated real-time trade process from order to payment. Also linked to that, supply chain logistics. The IBM and Merck's collaboration TradeLens is using blockchain to digitize and automate millions of supply chains every week, providing all network participants with real-time tracking and information. Blockchain has succeeded in these industries because it's solving real problems. It makes these services cheaper, faster, and each part involved in a transaction is confident that the other will uphold their side of the deal. This ultimately gives everyone more time and money to reinvest in growth and explore new business models. Just the power of a network of networks, the tangible benefits of these individual business cases convince people to get involved and create a minimal viable ecosystem for the blockchain to start generating value. As a new trust among participants in a cross-border payment or international trade makes the process more credible, efficient, and valuable, more businesses will join the network, increasing its overall value in a snowball effect. The network effect, network of networks creating a network effect. It's going to snowball into something that most people can't even imagine. But what if that But what if that confidence and integrity is just not confirmed to each standalone network? What if each of these powerful new networks could interact with each other, easily and instantly. This network of networks will kickstart the most transformative phase of blockchain adoption. Linking together related blockchain networks will deliver greater benefits than the sum of their individual parts and further eliminate many of the painfully slow and bureaucratic processes that currently restrain global trade. For example, when GPS tracking tells a supply chain network that the specific shipping container has arrived at the port and the news that all various goods on board have reached their destination will be automatically communicated to the relevant trade finance blockchain such as WeTrade, that network will, in turn, instruct a financial network like Ripple to generate the required cross-border payments to our businesses. Suppliers selling goods will be paid faster and can reinvest that money in raw materials, especially significant for businesses in emerging markets. Interoperability. Fixing the interoperability issue. So the value of this network of networks does not stop with payments, trade and supply chains. It will be transformative for any interconnected industries where snowballing individual blockchain networks can become an avalanche by working together. But first, different blockchains must be able to communicate and perform complex operations effectively at both business level and protocol level. This requires the industry to adopt processes and platforms that enable interoperability between different blockchain technology and ensure the full potential of the network of network is realized for everyone. Boom! Basically what we've been saying for 16 months, 18 months, isn't it, guys? Interoperability. We've been telling everyone over the year there'll be CBDCs. We've been telling everyone over the year that the interoperability is a key, that it will become a network of networks, that they are building an internet of value, the economic machine. Yeah, it's going to power the world's economy like the Terminator on fucking steads. You remember that quote off Kurt? You weren't fucking wrong, man. It's just nice to see little things like that popping out, but that story, when's that going to hit the BBC? That's what we were saying last month. When a story's like that going to hit the BBC, when they're going to start talking about the internet of value, the internet of things, making payments on the internet of value, interoperability, where we're actually going, when the fuck are BBC and the likes of CNN and all that going to start talking about that? Beyond me, I don't fucking know. Let's have a look at the price before we go, because I know a load of these care about what the price is today. Is it over $1 yet? Is it over $1 yet? Market capitalization. So what do you this, guys? Right, so we're there. Come on, coin market cap. Just below 8k. Bitcoin. 39 XRP. It's fucking retracing. Still says 22% up. 39 cents. Like, what the fuck? So that's down since I went bed. It's down over like 10 hours, isn't it? But again, up 5% on the US dollar. Are you shitting me? It said 13. What the fuck? The coin market cap's just, it's 45 cents. What the fuck the coin market cap just did? I don't know. It's up 5% now. Yeah, let's stay off that. It's 45 cents. Shit the bed. It's going to break 50s today, innit? It's going to break 50s today. If it breaks, seriously, guys, right? If it breaks a dollar, man's going to get excited. I'm just am. I just am. I mean, don't get me wrong. New all-time highs is where we proper get emotional stiff is. But don't get me... Yeah, 44 cents. So what the fuck was happening with coin market cap then? It just clearly wasn't loading up properly. 45 cents. The price of BTC is actually 8k, not just below it. I want to say don't delay. Get some today. But there's likely going to be a dip. Should have bought last night. It was 39 cents last night. We'll go 39 cents last night. That's when you should have bought. Buying a dip. Buying a dip. Peace out, guys. Love ya.